Hey everyone, welcome to a new playthrough on the channel. For the first time in a very long time I'm playing a horror game, and we're going through Until Dawn, the 2024 remake. Um, and in this playthrough, I'm hoping for the first playthrough to, don't kill anyone and get all the collectibles, which I will show in this full playthrough. This game is bringing back a lot of memories right away, because I do remember playing the original, getting all the way to chapter 10, and again I was trying to save everyone, but the controls effed me over, like the don't look bit at the end, and the thing was, like, I had my hand off the controller, but the vibration of the game from the game moved the controller and killing pretty much I think it was Samantha, and I got so annoyed that I didn't lose, but the vibration from my controller made me made me lose my Deathless run, and then never went back to it. And now I've got the remake. It makes me want to play the game again and finish it right off the bat. I will be quiet through cutscenes, and there's a bunch of them. And of course, first thing I'm doing is going into the settings and making sure I've got the settings to the way I want them. In particular, I think I have enabled the auto success for don't moves, which, I wouldn't have that on personally, but because in this playthrough I'm trying to keep everyone alive, of course, with me doing so, I've got to do it in a way that, if you're giving me a system to ensure um that characters can survive, I'm gonna use it. The other thing I'm making sure as well is that this is on streaming mode, which means we won't get any licensed music. And the main reason why I don't want to get a copyright strike. That's the main reason why I have it on, just to avoid a copyright strike. But but yeah, hopefully you enjoy this game like I will. And yeah, we will get into some jump scares and some spooky stuff in this playthrough. I will be putting my commentary in and out of parts because, like I said, I'm going through the collectibles, and those can be pretty uh long, especially if I'm lost or can't see anything. And my eyesight's okay, but I have a darkened TV, and the game is naturally very dark as well, makes it very difficult. And I've got the full grain on as well, to make it look more cinema-esque as well. I do remember, but if it ends up getting to the point that I can't see anything, I will turn the grain off and I will put the brightness up just so I can see where I'm going. Okay.
Jeez, Josh. Once again, brother, you've outdone us all.
Oh my God, I can't believe you actually did this. Shh.
Don't you guys think this is a little bit cruel?
Oh, come on. She deserves it.
It is not her fault that she has a huge crush on him.
Hannah's been making the moves on him. I'm just looking out for my girl, Em.
Just because he's class prez doesn't mean he belongs to everyone. Mike is my man.
Hey, I'm not anybody's man.
Whatever you say, darling.
uh, that's gonna be a bitch to wash off, like those markings on that guy. Ooh. Of course, like I knew the character art, but we haven't got the introduction bit off him yet, so I'm not gonna say who's who. Um, because I wanna again, I don't want to spoil events, especially if people haven't played the first game or have watched this and this is like their first time watching. Probably wrong channel to do that with. I will try my best to not get into spoilers and not ruin things. Of course, the first thing I'm doing is, looking for collectibles because um, collectibles and interactables are important for trophies in this game, and also the main aspect of the game, which I think we're getting into, is the totems. Those are important. Those are crucial in terms of the lore, but also in terms of um doing things in the game because they're meant to be like a warning, or they're meant to be like, here's the thing that could happen. Which is up to you to do it or not. And this is the first totem, and unlike it was with Until Dawn, the original Until Dawn, where you just had to move it and you get the vision, in this you actually have to find the opening, which I do find kind of neat. Um, that they did that. Oh, okay, first one. So there you go, Death Totem right off the bat. But yeah, that's just how this goes in terms of the collectibles. It could be totems, it could be information on. So like it could be information on uh what happened in the past, what happened, or with a certain or when it comes to certain other aspects, that's what the collectibles are for. They're meant to add lore and add, like, almost like you're putting the pieces together to the mystery, which I do love that they added, like, the mystery horror aspect to this game, to Until Dawn, because that was one of the reasons why I wanted to play. Like, the choices matter and everything, which will always make me want to play. But adding the mystery to the horror makes it a lot more fun. And one thing I will do, because again, I'm trying to find everything. I will be put my commentary in between certain bits. So when if you realize I haven't talked for a bit, probably because it's a major cutscene and I want to let it play out, or I'm trying my best not to spoil bits. I will try and commentate like I did. Oh, this is new. Yeah, this is new. This wasn't in the original. So they've actually added new stuff, which is neat. Um, it's funny. But yeah, um, I'm gonna try and do my commentary in a way that's like, for people who haven't played the game or have or experienced it the first time, do it in a way that doesn't spoil it. So I'm gonna have to react like it was when I was in 2014, 2015. Also, that's licensed music because Given got the streaming mode on. Because, ooh, I would get flagged. Anyway, I'm
Oh
going to
my
be quiet.
god. What did our naive sister get herself into now?
Yeah, so I'm going to be quiet here because we're about to get to a major hit in the game.
Mike.
Hey, Hannah.
I got your note.
Glad you can make it. Maybe we should start with a little, making out and see where it goes from there.
Oh my god. She's taking her shirt off.
Hannah, hey, don't. It's just a stupid prank, okay?
I'm sorry, Hannah. This all got out of hand.
Mike!
Damn.
You guys are jerks. You know that? Hannah!
going on? Where's she going?
It's fine. She just can't take a joke.
It was just a prank, Han.
What did you do?
Just messing around, Beth. It wasn't serious.
You jerks!
So, should we go after her?
You know, I kind of think you're the last person she wants to see right now, Mike.
Teens and their pranks. Dude, that's not even a proper prank. That is just mean girl shit. That is mean girl shit for the sake of being a mean girl. Like, bruh.
Hannah!
Just because someone has a crush on your boyfriend and you find out doesn't mean you should, you know, prank them by making their wish come true only for it to be ripped apart. That's cruel. That's cruelty for sake of cruelty. Also, the other thing I've done in the settings, and I might as well be honest here before going into the game, the touchpad stuff I've removed. I've done it so it's more left stick rather than the touchpad, mainly because it would be awkward to use the touchpad when I'm trying to, you know, like if I'm doing a quick time event, next thing you know I have to do a touchpad thing. It's awkward. So, yeah. It's awkward for me. It's not awkward for most people, but I'm a little different. I want to make it simpler.
Hannah?
Oh, there's a jump scare. And like this is the thing about this game, they will put in a ton of jump scares. And like I'm not a jump scary guy. I don't like jump scares, not because they're scary, it's just because they don't scare me. But if it's something like you build tension up and then you do the scare, that works. But if it's like trying to build tension and then immediately you get jump scare, jump scare, jump scare, it's less effective. Especially in your first playthroughs, it works, but when you're playing it for a third or fourth time, it's not going to work. Like that right there is a very good use of jump scare. Like, you give him a bait, you fake him out, and then you do it. Oh yeah, other thing about this game, QTEs. In order to save everyone, I'm going to have to nail every single QTE, more or less. I know I have to do that, and I also know I have to like make certain choices and do things the right way. And so if you see me replaying sections in this playthrough, just note either I'm doing it because I F up and I want to make sure I save everyone, or I know there's a section later that I think I did replay. Yeah, where I thought I screwed up, turned out I didn't. But I didn't know at the time. So you're going to see a certain section twice in this playthrough, but most likely, unless I cut it.
Hannah? Beth?
Oh, a better one, girls.
Jesus Christ.
And there's the Deathless Run ended. The twins died. Oh no. Oh wait a minute. That's not when the Deathless Run begins because this is just the prologue, so that doesn't count. That will always happen anyway. So don't worry about that.
Before we begin, there are a few things I need to make sure you understand. You see, no one can change what happened last year. The past is beyond our control. You have to accept this in order to move forward. But there is freedom in this revelation. Everything you do, every decision you make from now on will open doors to the future. I want you to remember this. I want you to remember this as you play your game. Every single choice will affect your fate and the fate of those around you. So, you have committed to commence with this game. This is significant, and I want to help you see it through. Sometimes these things can be a little scary, even terrifying, but I'm here to make sure that no matter how upsetting things may get, you will always find a way to work through it. All right. We will start with a simple exercise. Could you please pick up a card? And I want you to look at the picture on the other side and tell me what you feel about it. It is essential that you answer honestly in order to get the most out of this experience. So, how did that picture make you feel? Remember, be honest.
So yeah, these Furby choices.
Okay, honesty is good. What do you think it is that makes you feel uneasy? If it is something you cannot see, then why does it make you feel uneasy? I mean, is there something in the house? And this thing in the house, is it alive? I see. And is this threat human, or is there some other fear that you would like to talk to me about? It's not you. Is that so? Rather time for now. But I would like you to think about your unseen, inhuman threat inside of the house. And next time we will unwrap it together.
So yeah, this is one thing in the game that I do really enjoy, and that's the therapy sessions, because it is like trying to get into the mind of the player, to get in the mind of the person, and having the treatment. Okay, opening credits of the game, good. But also, I don't know if this song is copyrighted or not. I'm going to assume it is, so I'm going to have to talk for it. But yeah. I will be doing the therapy sessions to try and get a certain secret ending if possible. If I screw up, then it won't be in the playthrough, and I think I know if I do or not, if I will or not. But the main thing I do love about this game, it's the horror aspect, but the main thing I will give credit for, voice acting. Voice acting in this is so good. The motion capture in this game is so good because excuse me, because they actually got um, the actual actors and actresses and motion capture them to play their scenes. So you hear Peter Stormare as the therapist. You see Hannah Panettiere and you hear Hannah Panettiere as one of the teens. You hear Brent Dalton as one of the teens. You hear like this character and this character and this character, and you could tell with the casting they weren't messing around with this because how could you get Remy Malek, Helen Pittier, Peter Stormare, and Brent Dalton to do a horror game in 2015? And this would have been I didn't like starting Mr. Robot. Agents of Shield was going on at that point. Helen Pittier would have been like I think she was doing like major TV dramas as well.
Today is the one-year
I mean,
anniversary
so
of the
it's
dreadful
kind of a big
tragedy
deal.
that took place on Mount Washington. Annie Klein, who's in charge of
Thanks for having me, Marty.
the listeners an update on Hannah and Beth Washington, the twins who are still missing.
1 year ago tonight, the Washington girls left the safety of their parents' lodge and headed out into a snowstorm.
Foul play.
Not officially, no. There is one individual we're considering as a person of interest, but his whereabouts are currently unknown. He has an interesting history with the Washington family. He had warned them against pursuing their construction project and claimed the land was sacred to his forefathers.
You know, there is still the old sanatorium on the mountain. Could he be hiding there?
My officers did search the grounds, but the girls themselves couldn't have made it that far.
Something about that mountain seems to breed tragic events.
More than you know, Marty.
Well, thank you for joining us, Annie. With all the Washingtons tonight, their son Josh, on this, the anniversary of the mysterious disappearance of Hannah and Beth Washington.
Well, hello, friends and fans. All right, let's do that again. All right. Well, hello, friends and fans. It's beyond awesome to have you guys all back this year. First off, I gotta say, I am super excited to welcome all my pals back to the annual Blackwood Winter Getaway. Ah! So, let me just let you know, let's take a moment to address the elephant in the room for a second. I know you're all probably worried about me, and I know it's gonna be tough on all of us going back after what happened last year, but I just want you all to know, it means so much to me that we're doing this, and that I know it would mean so much to Hannah and Beth that we're all still here together, you know, thinking of them. I really want to spend some quality time with each and every one of you, and just share some moments that we'll never forget for the sake of my sisters, and, you know. Okay, so let's party like we're fucking porn stars, okay? Make this one trip we will never forget, all right? Yes!
What a line. This party like we're effing porn stars. Like, how does that happen? How does that get into someone's whatever? But yeah, so that was prologue. I'm gonna wrap this up since we're about to start chapter 1, and we'll get into that next video. Hopefully you enjoyed my commentary of me just explaining how this playthrough is gonna go, and hopefully you enjoyed the rest of the series, this game series and stuff. But until next time, I guess I'll see you guys for chapter 1 of Until Dawn, where we get to play as Samantha, or Sam, who's easily one of my favorite characters in this game.
Someone there?